All right, here are a couple more bonus examples just to give you a little more variety. So find the equation of each line in the form y equals mx plus b if possible. So 61, we have the line through negative 30, 50 that's perpendicular to the line x equals 400. So a couple things. We have a point x1, y1, right? But we're trying to, in terms of the slope, we want it perpendicular to a line that's given, right? So remember, perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. So we change the sign and we flip it. But x equals 400, that's not exactly in slope-intercept form, right? But we know whenever we have x equals a constant, that's going to be a vertical line, right? That's the equation of a vertical line. So what's perpendicular to a vertical line? A horizontal line, right? So we know that this slope is undefined, so we really can't flip it over. So the slope of a vertical line is undefined, so we can't flip it over, but we know that a horizontal line, like if we have a vertical line, then a horizontal line is going to be perpendicular, okay? And the slope of a horizontal line is m equals 0, okay? So without doing much work here, but just kind of understanding the situation, we know that our slope is going to be 0 because the perpendicular slope, right, is undefined. So now we have what we need for point slope form. We're going to go y minus y1, right? There's y1 equals m, which is 0, times x minus x1, right? So now I would do, we have a double negative there, but really whatever's in here is going to be multiplied by 0, and so 0 times anything is 0. So this whole thing will cancel out to 0, and so I'll just get y minus 50 equals 0. So all I need to do is add 50 to both sides, and I get y equals 50, horizontal line, right? And that's in slope-intercept form. And we could write it as y equals 0x plus 50, but this is a simplified version of that. All right, so number 63, I want the line through negative 5, negative 1. So this is our x1, y1. That's perpendicular to, so opposite reciprocals, right? So change the sign and flip it. Opposite recip means change the sign and flip. Just came up with that rhyme myself. So we want to have it perpendicular to this line. So what we have to do is find the slope of this right here, and that'll give us the perpendicular slope. And then we can change the sign and flip it. So in the slope formula, we'll think of this is x1, y1, x2, y2, right? So it'll be 5 minus 0 over 3 minus 0, so 5/3. So that's the perpendicular slope. So our slope is going to be negative 3/5. And so now we can use our point slope formula, y minus the y1 that is on our line equals the slope of our line, negative 3/5, times x minus the x1 that's on the line that we're trying to find, right? So I know it's a little confusing because we have this x1, y1 and this x1, y1, but remember that this one was for the perpendicular line and this one's for the line that we're trying to find, okay? So we get y plus 1 equals negative 3/5 times x plus 5, and I'm going to distribute the negative 3/5. All right, so negative 3/5 times 5, the 5 in the constant that's 5 in the denominator cancel out, so we just get negative 3. And subtract 1 from both sides. So we get y equals negative 3/5 x minus 4. And there we go. Alright, so thank you for watching this bonus example. And yeah, bring any questions to class and keep working hard.